Hello, good morning. Welcome to Better Life. I'm Dr. Ayo Akishete. Today, I want us to leave the subject we have been working on for a few days and have a little digression. A digression that I strongly believe is going to be a blessing to somebody this morning. A digression I believe is going to be a turning point for somebody. I read an article on one of the groups I belong. It's an article about a pensioner, maybe in his early 70s, who has become a bachelor. Now he makes a by himself. He goes to the kitchen, does virtually everything. He's a practical bachelor. The wife is in the US. She will cross from the US to the UK. He sponsored the children to the best universities around. Some of them went abroad for masters. Some of them went abroad for their first degrees and never returned. And now, from what I gathered, they sparsely call him. He lives on his pension now, and the wife is enjoying, jumping from UK to US and then forth and back. We have a child in UK, will go there, and then after 6 months, the other one has a child, he will cross to the US, and the man is in Nigeria. Now, somebody is asking the question, how does marriage bless a man? How does marriage bless a man? He said men just sacrifice and sacrifice and sacrifice, and all they get is betrayal. And that's what I want to attend to this morning. I know somebody is hearing me today who might be in that shoe. You are a pensioner, you are in your 60s, you are in your 70s, and you are a man, and you have been a provider for your family, and yet you are alone. Maybe your children are not even abroad. They may be in Nigeria, and your wife is jumping from Jalingo to Abuja, to Port Harcourt, to Kaduna, and then hardly comes home. When she comes around 1 month, she's gone again. And in some cases, she does not even come back. Just moving from one child to another and then giving excuses of, I am sick, so they are taking care of me. I went to the doctor, they say I should rest for 6 months. It could happen. I don't know your own situation, but maybe this is a graphic illustration of what you are going through. I want to give a little advice, not only for those in that class, but also for those who are upcoming. The scripture says we should follow after them who through faith and patience inherit the promises. Now, I am a counselor by the grace of God. I know what happens in the counseling room. So much happens. Let me tell you sincerely, majority of men like that, I didn't say all of them, because there are, in every principle, there are exceptions. Most men who suffer that, particularly those I have spoken to, I discovered they had issues when they were raising their children. They had issues when they were in charge of their families. Now, I'll give you one example. A man raised 5 kids with his wife, one wife. He was providing virtually everything required. The wife was making small money while he was making big money. Many times he will tongue lash the woman. You are not smart. If you are smart, you should be making millions by now. He will say unprintable things, not all the time, but when he wants to talk, he talks down at the woman. The woman became so gentle, not gentle by nature, gentle because she does not want to say or do anything that will make the husband lash her. Call her a non-entity, call her all manner of names. The children were hearing. Even though he was the Alpha and Omega of the house, providing everything, the children grew to be resentful towards him. He didn't know. He thought it was respect. You appear, your children hide under the table. It's not regard, my brother. They don't regard you. It's resentment. You press your horn, they open the gate, you drive inside, they carry your bag, and then after dropping your things in the room, wham, they are gone. It is not respect, my brother. It is resentment. They are looking for admission to escape from your house. And that day they marry and they start having children, your wife also is going to use Omugo as an opportunity to escape from you because you are a bully. It has been discovered from the counseling room that over 50% of men who provide maximally for their family are also bullies. I want to say that again. Majority of the men who provide very well for their families, they are at the same time bullies. They bully their wives, they bully their children, and then they turn 70 and they are so proud that their wife disappear. In the name of Omugo, she will disappear because she has been looking for her to escape from you. Now, I am not saying every man who is alone at 70, who is a bachelor at 70 was a bad man. No, that's not what I'm saying. But very particularly now, I am talking to those who are raising young children. Your children are teenagers. Your children are pre-teenagers. Your children are adolescents. This is the time to correct your errors. Be a friend to your wife. Love your wife and let your children see it. Let me tell you, you may not agree with me, but you see, these are things we hear and see from the counseling rooms and from very many other counseling rooms. Children tend to love whoever loves their mother. Let me advise fathers here, please don't compete for the love of your children with your wife. Pour your love on your wife. If you pour your love on your wife, your children will love you. If you love your wife and your children can see it, they will love you. They will have compassion towards you. They will gravitate towards you. There is nothing a father can do that can ultimately make him win the love of his children over their mother. A mother does not need to do anything. She's always around for them. Even if she works from 9 to 6. There is this natural availability to mothers that fathers may not have. Now, I am not saying don't love your children. Love your children. Play with them. Yeah. But much more, play with your wife. Make yourself indispensable to your wife. Let your wife grow to become your friend. So much that even when she goes for Umugo, she will miss you and return. Your wife should not be looking for how to escape from you. No. But you see, at the time when you should be her best friend, you were not her best friend. Now all the children are gone. You are now looking for her to be her friend. She does not want to be your friend again. Don't forget your wife has flesh and blood. The woman you relegated when children were at home. The woman you treated like a piece of shit when children were at home. Because you have children to talk to. You have driver to talk to. You go out and gist with your friend and go to club and do all of that. Now it's only you and her. Only you and her. You now want to be her friend. It's too late. It's too late. You have discarded her for 35 years. Now you want to suddenly turn her to a princess. No. It does not work like that. It does not work like that. Even if you are the person bringing 100% of your family resource, of your family, you are the one taking care of 100% of your family's expenditure. My brother, don't use that as a yardstick to relegate your wife. You should be appreciative that God has given you means to become a father and a husband. In case your wife cannot even support you financially, do it and don't expect appreciation. You should be appreciated. But please, when you are doing it, do it heartily. Don't expect appreciation. Love your wife, love your children, play with your wife, play with your children. They will appreciate you. Let me tell you why most women don't appreciate their husbands. Even when they are giving all, even when they are providing, it is because the men don't play with them. The men don't love them. They don't show love. Not that they don't love them in every case, but they don't show it. They don't show it. So ultimately, everything the man is doing, the way he's sacrificing, the woman can't see because she's not in the picture. You bring 300,000 for the house. You do this, you do that, but you don't have time for the woman. Ultimately, everything you have done will look like rubbish to her. And in case you don't know, the person raising your children is your wife. Stop deceiving yourself. You are a father figure. You can't have the type of time she's going to have. So ultimately, if she's not a wise woman, the poison in her is what she's going to put in them. Let me advise fathers here. Let me advise men. Let me advise husbands. Please be a friend of your wife. Become an indispensable friend to her. Not just her husband. Make her feel like you are proud to provide for her and for her children. Make her feel like you count it a privilege to do it. Not that I know a young man who chased his wife out after giving him 2 children. I called him, I counseled him, I advised him. He said, Pastor, this woman, I have done everything. I have sent her to tailoring school. She's a graduate. She can't do anything. She's not putting anything on the table. At the end of the month, I am the only person spending. I said, now that you have only 2 children, what are you spending? God is bringing the money. God is providing resources. Why don't you just bless God? Allow her to finish what she's learning. And then before you call her lazy. No, I can't do that. I cannot wait again. I cannot. Now, I know this family. The lady, very pleasant. Wonderful lady. The man left her. disappeared, relocated from an environment where people could reach him, and then from there, pam, disappeared. The lady is finding her joy back. I told her, start your life afresh. Even though she was a graduate, she went back again to study another course. She's picking up her life gradually. It will surprise you. In the years to come, those two kids, they will become something that the lady will be proud of. And I want to sincerely tell you, the way nature works, the man may not be able to have other children. Those two may be his only children on the earth. He may go everywhere, sleep if everything is kept, and nobody will have a baby for him. That's how at times nature works. Look, I have discovered over time, from the counseling room particularly, that the reason many men are angry with their wives, the reason many men cannot respect their wives is because the women cannot provide. You bring 1 million, you want her to bring 500,000. It does not work like that all the time, my brother. If you can't be responsible, completely responsible, please don't marry. For those who are not yet married. And in case you are hearing me, you are the one providing 100%, please be happy about that. Help your wife to become somebody who can turn money around and multiply it. If you feel she has acumen for business, open a shop for her. If she has a certificate, get a job for her, not for the money, just for her to be able to, contribute to life. But don't blame her, don't bully her, don't call her names. If you do that, you are setting yourself up for troubles tomorrow, for loneliness tomorrow. A woman can endure 35 years of pressure, 35 years of pain, because she knows one day I will escape this pain. And the day she gets that chance, she will disappear. That's why very many 70-year-olds today they are in the kitchen. They are bachelors once again. Their wives are not dead. Their children are not dead. But because they were never friends to their wives and children. Because they are the ones providing everything. They want to be worshipped. They raise their shoulders and then want everyone to worship them. They are going to agree to worship you. But that day they gain admission, they will never return home. They come for holiday. They are looking for her to disappear from home. And then once they marry, pam, particularly those who are blessed to travel out of the country, they may even use your money to travel out. And then send you money and treat you like a piece of shit. The same way you treated them when they were teenagers. The same way you treated them when they were younger. Fathers, be careful. As you lay your bed, so you will lie on it. So please, I want to sincerely advise men, stop generalizing. Stop saying, well, men are neglected in their old age. I know many men who are 70 and 80 and their wife didn't leave them. And they have children abroad. If I know women who have never gone for a mugo, except it's in Nigeria. Once it's not Nigeria, they don't go. Because they can't leave their husbands. And let me today is not for women. Let's focus on the men today. God will help you, but you have to help yourself. Help yourself. Any man who bullies his wife is going to pay for it. I can assure you. You will pay. But the years you are going to pay are just ahead. Be careful. I stop here for today and I want to remind you, tomorrow, Sunday, is Singles Republic Interdenominational. 4 p.m. at Prada's WhatsApp Auditorium. The theme once again is Change Agents. And I want to see you there. God bless you.